From Omro down to Mayville, from Rosendale to the Ledge, and everywhere in between, it's time to get you caught up on everything happening in the Flyway Conference. This is the Flyway Focus Sport Report, your home for the best whip-around coverage of your favorite local teams. Now, with all the latest, here's Jordan King.
Good Friday morning to you. Full slate of volleyball and soccer action yesterday. We'll start from Winnebago Lutheran, where Campbellsport volleyball swept WLA 25-19, 25-13, 25-22. How about this sophomore class for the Cougars? They had a trio last night go off. 13 kills from Ellie Smith, 11 from Breeley Tyson, and 9 from Emma Muraski. Smith says the momentum is rolling right now for the Cougars.
I think our communication definitely has improved a lot throughout the season, and things are going good. Everyone gets so excited, and we just push each other to be the best.
Campbellsport up to 2-0 in the Flyway. Coach Jessica Jensen says she thinks her team's ability to play in and out of system has been key so far this year.
Our back row has been phenomenal. Our serve, receive, and digs have been astronomical in the stats. Also, we've had some really good out-of-system plays. We've been working on it, so even when we don't have that perfect pass, to keep being aggressive on the court, and I think that shows.
Meanwhile, WLA falls to 0-2 in conference play. Elsewhere in the Flyway, Laconia breezed past Omro 25-10, 25-10, 25-7. The Spartans led once again by Addie McCauley and Ava Engel. Those two combined for 18 kills. Finley Morgan chipped in another 7. The Spartans 2-0. Omro drops to 0-2 in the Flyway. Mayville swept Lomira at home, but it certainly was not a blowout. The Lions battled in both the first and third sets, coming up short. The Cards win 28-26, 25-12, 27-25. Both teams now sit 1-1 in the Flyway. And finally, Springs beat North Fond du Lac last night 25-20, 25-8, 25-12. Sweep for the Ledgers as they stay unbeaten in Flyway play as well. In soccer last night, WLA hosted the top team in Division III, and the Vikings defense once again showed how stout it is. The Vikes lost 1-0 on a penalty kick goal in the 43rd minute. That is the first goal they've given up all season. Sophomore keeper Henry Brock, excellent night for him, 14 saves for WLA. North Fonda United got a 2-1 win against Lomira in conference play. They stay perfect, while Omro were 2-1 winners against St. Lawrence Seminary. Lourdes Valley Christian knocked off Wayland 3-0. Scores did not come in from Winneconne Mayville or Campbellsport CWC. That's it from yesterday. Today is a busier Friday than usual in the area. 7 of the 8 Flyway schools are in cross-country action. Laconia, Lomira, North Fondy are at Mayville Golf Course. That race at 4 p.m. And then there's a night race at Winnegamey Golf Course in Neenah. Winnebago Lutheran, Omro, and Campbellsport will compete there. In soccer, satellite members CWC and St. Lawrence Seminary both have non-conference matches this afternoon, and Mayville Tennis is at Wayland Academy. So that leaves us with the football schedule for tonight. I'll be on hand as Laconia makes the trip to Fruth Field to take on Springs. The Ledgers are perfect on the young season and have the conference's leading passer in Ben Anderson. He's accounted for 8 touchdowns so far this fall. Laconia, meanwhile, coming off its first loss of the season last week, they're led by running back Jack Renz. Renz averaging about 109 yards per game. You can find that game tonight on Radio Plus Info's YouTube channel. I'll be along on the call. Perhaps the game of the week is Campbellsport at Mayville. First home game of the season for the Cards coming here in Week 4, and it's a big one. Mayville averaging 43 points per game and rushed for more than 400 yards last week. Sawyer Hardesty and Jordan Schlender have been big for Mayville thus far in that rushing attack. Campbellsport, on the other hand, got a forfeit win last week and boasts one of the best defenses in the conference on paper. Riley Coleman and Blake Heltemez each have 14 tackles through 2 games, and the Cougars have forced 3 turnovers. Good one there in Mayville tonight. Lomira welcomes in Winnebago Lutheran. The Lions have an excellent offense that can both run and pass. Jackson Gable is the dual-threat quarterback for Lomira, and Taylor Schaumburg is the leading rusher in the conference by nearly 100 yards. Schaumburg has already rushed for 453 yards and 6 scores in 3 games. He's also added 81 yards receiving and another score there. And North Fondy hosts Omro this evening at Oriole Athletic Complex. The Orioles had to forfeit last week, but this week have an opportunity to maybe notch another win. The Foxes have struggled mightily defensively this season, giving up more than 40 points in all 3 games. Look out if North Fondy can get both Jesse Handel and Dimitri Reed going on the ground. For Omro, Brock Fry seems to be settling in at quarterback, but the Foxes need him to protect the ball, He's thrown 3 picks so far this year. We'll be back in the morning with scores and results. Join us then for the Flyway Focus Sports Report. I'm Jordan King.